Hey guys, what's up? It's Audrey. This one's gonna be a short but sweet one. I think this video type is just completely necessary. I just want to use this video and this time to hype up some of my friends' assets that they've made in the design and like motion space. So please be sure to check out all the links below, linking to their sites and their work, the assets obviously, and just get to know them as a designer, artist, motion designer, whatever, and follow all their work. Okay, so let's start with Lua Cieza. Lua is a freaking baddie, okay? She's based in Lima, Peru, and she's a fantastic packaging designer and brand designer with also a little bit of focus with like UX and UI design and like web design, I think. But in terms of the asset that she made, she must have cranked so freaking hard on this. Like, it's insane to me. She made this this Notion template called the Designer Database, and she's got all these different categories like 3D, blogs, books, brand guidelines, stuff for branding, job boards, inspiration, all of these categories that have all of these different links and resources. It's insane. What's amazing too about it though, just like any Notion template, is that you can go in and add like your own categories and stuff. So I renamed this as like the creative database because I also add stuff for like motion and video and stuff like that as well. But she covered like pretty much all the bases here, which is just insane. So for you freelancers out there, this is like a no-brainer to get. So it's $29. Seriously, such a steal. It's actually crazy. But I think you can name a fair price above that as well. Would highly recommend tipping her for this because this is just so much time invested. But yeah, if you're a freelancer or a student, this is such a great investment to be able to not only have all of these resources, but to have something to start with that you can build upon and just have like a central bank of like all of these things that you can direct yourself to. Yeah, it's just amazing. So super thankful for Lua to like put this together. This should be in everyone's Notion if they don't already. So please go follow Lua Cieza or Luana Cieza, based in Lima, Peru. You can find her on Instagram, Behance, Dribble, all the good stuff. Check out her work. And consider buying this Notion template. Next up, we have Bad Lucky Studio, ran by Ethan Silva. Ethan's based in Southern California, and he's a motion designer, illustrator, and designer, and all of his assets are free. If you go to badluckystudio.com, he has a shop section for like digital products, and there's some print stuff on there as well. But that'll take you to Bad Lucky Studio's Gumroad, which all of his assets are free, which is amazing. Got some like Photoshop actions, you got some like Illustrator textures and like vector packs. You got some Adobe After Effects motion design files as well. All of this is super great stuff just to kind of like play around with, use for your own work, or if you're trying to kind of learn about what the insides of a file might look like, especially for the After Effects stuff, totally no-brainer just to grab it and poke around in it. Bad Lucky also has a really cool thing that they're starting up called Motional Support, which I think is just an amazing name. It's perfect. But I'm pretty sure it's an upcoming series that they're going to have on YouTube that's essentially just kind of going over motion design stuff, walkthroughs, critiques, and just kind of talking motion design shop. Pretty sure it's one of those things where, you know, Ethan will have a guest and they'll just kind of poke around one of their motion design files or one of Ethan's, or talk about like a commercial or something that just came out, and kind of debunk some of the like techniques and stuff that was used to create it, which I think is just amazing. You know, I think especially within like the motion design community, there's been a lot of just the openness and no gatekeeping of resources and just showing behind the scenes of how something was done, as it should be. That's just how any bit of this creative stuff should be, you know. So it looks super awesome. Just the initial branding and setup that he's kind of done so far. Yeah, be sure to keep your eye out for that. Go on badluckystudio.com's website and there's a form that you can fill out as well if you want to be part of his show. You can add your portfolio in there and you can kind of message him and just kind of say like what you'd want to talk about, or if you're wanting to talk about a completely different project, I think they're open to that as well. So yeah, Bad Lucky Studio. And finally, Kameron Davis, based in Phoenix, Arizona. Actually met up with him a couple times when me and Justin lived in Phoenix. One of my best friends, one of my best like colleagues to have in like the creative and design world. He's such a hard worker, super personable. He's given back so much to the design and like motion design community and like the creatives in general. He has a font coming out soon called 17 Androids. I'm sure he'll post around like where to find that, but I'm pretty sure he's kind of finishing that up right now. But more importantly, go check out his YouTube channel under Kameron Davis with a K. He grinds so hard working on this amazing podcast that he has called Creative Questions. He's got all kinds of guests on there from like super renowned, well-known, designers and stuff to up-and-coming, super talented creatives. And he's just super personable, and just getting to know them as people rather than just professionals is such an amazing thing. All of it is just super insightful, and especially if you're a freelancer, up and coming student, in the world of design and creativity, or you just want a really fun podcast to have in the background and listening to two very fun people talk to each other about creative stuff and just who they are, I'd highly recommend subscribing to Cam and just checking out all that he has to offer. But yeah, he's got his first font coming out, 17 Androids. I'll make sure that when that's out, the link is in the description for that. And just check out his work, check out all the things that he has to offer, get in touch with them, get in touch with all of these amazing people. Yeah, Cam Davis. And I will say too, this is kind of a bonus call out or shout out in this video, is the Hoodzpah sisters. Amy and Jen Hood of Hoodzpah Design. They're amazing. So Ethan, Lua, and Cam that I've mentioned, I actually met them through the Fabus, I think it's Freelance and Business and Stuff Slack channel that I'm pretty sure you can get after purchasing their course or their book, which I'd recommend for any freelancer to do, especially if you're just starting out. It's literally, you're walking into this creative community that you can show your work, you can ask for help on things, advice. I've used it for countless things, and just trying to understand certain things within the freelance and like business owning realm, and just also kind of like showing off some of the stuff that you get to like work on a day-to-day, getting opinions and critiques on stuff. And everyone's there for similar reasons, but it automatically just kind of like brings you into this like group of friends. Yeah, it's just awesome, especially when you go to like conferences and stuff. Getting to meet some of these people in real life is just such a godsend, really, because it truly is hard to like make friends when you're a freelancer and you're on your own. Literally me and my office right now, me, myself, and I. And so getting to help each other out with all those things is just super priceless. So yeah, I would recommend looking at what Hoodzpah has to offer as well. Their book, which I have a hard copy of in my little bookshelf there. Their online course that they have that you can see on their website. And then that will kind of funnel you into their Slack channel community as well. So yeah, this video was just about hyping other people up because they deserve it and they work so hard. Yeah, they just deserve more recognition, and hopefully this helps other freelancers that are looking for these types of things. You're welcome. Check out all the links I have below. That's all I got for you. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.